Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are bringing something back that we haven't done for a very long time, and that is community replays. Now this replay in particular was sent in by Caleb the Strat Guy, aka Goat Racer. So make sure you guys give him a thanks down in the comments down below. And if this is something you guys enjoy, let me know, and maybe we can start doing this on the regular. Currently, the only plans for these community replays is to use them as kind of a filler for when I go on vacation. So it allows me to get a lot of videos very quickly, in other words, so that I can get you guys some games that you can watch while I'm gone. Now, this game is going to take a little bit to warm up, so while we're waiting, I just want to once again say thank you guys. I've read all the comments, haven't got a chance to respond or anything. I've been really busy today. I had to go pick up the rental car, and then I had to go work on my buddy's truck to help him fix it real quick. And then, you know, by the time I got back to home, it was time to start really grinding out these videos for you guys so that you guys have something to watch while I'm over on the beach or on USS Wisconsin. So hopefully you guys enjoy these. If you do, and you guys keep sending stuff to me, there have been some ridiculous games sent to me, and this is one of them. So thank you guys for everybody who has submitted replays. Some of them I cannot use, and some of them I don't want to use because they're not good enough, or there's something else wrong with them. So keep that in mind. I am going to be extremely picky when it comes to the community replays, because if I'm going to feature it on my channel, I want it to be the best of the best, okay? So don't get mad if you're not selected or whatever. There is one thing that I would like everybody who does submit things to start doing. In the title of your email that you send to me, just put a small description of what this is. Now, we take a broadside shot at a Nelson here. And Nelson's going to be speeding up, and we're actually going to mostly miss him, I believe. Not going to do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, we completely missed him. And that's when Goat Racer decides to go into A, try to capture A. The enemies already have the center cap. Our team is actually capturing the enemy's start base, which is fantastic. You can see that the enemy has kind of clumped together, and this is not what you want to do. And even though this video in particular starts really, really slow, it gets hot real quick. And when I say it gets hot, I mean everything happens all at once. So hopefully you guys are ready. It's starting to get warm. Now, obviously he's paying attention to the Kutuzov. He wants to try to torp the Kutuzov. Technically, he can't hit the Kutuzov, but he feels like he should torp anyway just in case the guy rounds the corner. And that's when the lightning comes and shows himself. Now, obviously, armor piercing, but it is battleship armor piercing. And so he is able to do a lot of damage to the lightning, even though they were overpins. Lightning completely screws the pooch with his 2x2. And, oh my god, is he going to be able to turn in? Come on, Siegfried, get in there! Ooh, yep, we managed to get it. And this is where he does something really, really smart. He actually, instead of trying to torp the Kutuzov, goes for the Bismarck. Bismarck is the bigger threat here. Even though the Kutuzov has torpedoes, and I don't know if the Kutuzov forgot that he has torpedoes or what, but the Kutuzov gets very fortunate that he had loaded HE to shoot the lightning with, even though he didn't really need to shoot HE. He had already hit the lightning for 2/3 of his health. He would have killed him with AP in the next shot. But, you know, I understand the thought process, and unfortunately for Kutuzov, he's not going to hit him with AP or HE twice, and this time managed to Citadel him and take him down. Kutuzov just completely forgot he had torpedoes, I think. Like, just straight up. Now, Lightning's looking like he's about to come around the island, but thinks better of it. And so, Caleb's not going to hang around and wait for the Lightning to come out and torp him, that's for sure. And that's when we see the Roma. Now, the Roma initially does the right thing. He goes bow in. A bow in Roma is very, very tanky against everything. Except maybe Yami. But then he goes and does the dumbest thing that you can possibly do in a battleship. Regardless of what battleship you're in, going broadside is never a good idea, especially at this range, especially against something that has 15-inch guns, and he's going to pay the price. He takes 2 Citadels, over 40,000 damage in that salvo, and because the Siegfried has torpedoes, he goes ahead and, well, he can't launch his torpedoes yet. He still needed 12 seconds. And honestly, He can kill the Roma with one shot here. All he has to do is aim at the superstructure and finish him off. And he is aiming at the superstructure, but he'd already launched his torpedoes too. He could have held that salvo of torpedoes. You never know when you're going to need that. But either way, Roma's dead. The battleship that was coming in behind Caleb, manages to sink the Lightning, which is great. You love to see it. So now Caleb's going to do the right thing here. He was contemplating going to the outside and flanking these battleships. And then he goes, okay, probably ought to go ahead and grab Bravo while we're here. And he swings back into Bravo. This is the right call because you can't trust your teammates to do anything correctly. So make sure that you get that base capped because they're already trying to cap Charlie. Now, obviously, Surrey's coming out, and this is just the Surrey straight up not paying attention to what's going on. He's not paying attention to his surroundings. He's about to give up the broadside of his ship to everybody on this team. And that's something that you don't walk away from, especially with 15-inch battleship guns this close. And good night, sunshine. Go back to port. Dev strike, high caliber, and his 4th kill. There's still quite a few of these guys left. That Leon just got touched real hard, too. Again, making the exact same mistake. Not paying attention to what's going on the map will get you killed, especially on this map. The amount of times I've been hit so hard through this gap in particular in the islands is ridiculous. You have to remember that there are enemies that spawn over there. And like I said, I've done it myself. I've literally been caught. And it sucks. But now he's got a juicy shot at the Colorado. And he gets a pretty good solid penetration there. 2 penetrations, it looks like. 4 overpins, actually. About 4,000 damage. Now, Nelson comes around the corner, and here's where you've got to be careful. Nelson has very good belt armor. Very poor bow and stern armor. And you'll notice he actually shoots towards the front, gets into that bow armor, and goes right through and citadels it. That's what you want to do with fight against the Nelson. You do not want to fall for the trap of shooting the belt. Same thing with the Siegfried. Siegfried has very poor bow and stern armor, but has very, very good belt armor. And so if you're firing armor piercing and you go for that belt and it angles even a little bit, you're not going through. You're just not. I don't care if you're in a Yami or not. If it's an angled belt and you hit that belt, you're not going through it. Because even a Yami can only go through 32 millimeters of bow armor, okay? Or just armor in general. It only overmatches 32 millimeters. Now, he comes out here. He's got the dream that this is the scenario that you dream about in a ship that's got torps on both sides, is you've got 2 ships on either side. Now, this Baltimore, I don't know what he's doing, man. Like, he just straight up throws it. Now, obviously, Siegfried gets punched. Caleb got punched there. Giving your broadside to a 16-inch American battleship, terrible idea. And he pays the price. Almost gets death struck because of it. But he manages to survive. He craps out his torpedoes, and Balti runs right into him. And then the 15-inch gun, rear turret of justice, down he goes. Another citadel. Bringing him into, I don't know if you guys noticed, 203,000 damage done in the Siegfried. And a ridiculously fast fighting game after it got warmed up. And a Kraken. He got Confederate Dreadnought, Dev Strike, High Caliber, and a Kraken. 203,000 with a 4,158 base XP game. 6 kills. So if you like what we're doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, we will see you in the next video.